Few things in life stoke the fires of passion like good food and fine wine. For centuries, civilized men and women around the globe have sought out extra special cuisine and wines, and the most discerning have come to expect the very best. Today, that passion is alive and well at Carmela Specialty Foods and Fine Wines in Fraser, Michigan.
The most important thing in my business is quality of the products that we sell and quality of the vendors that we deal with and the quality of the customers that we service. We're foodies. We're in the food industry, and we search the best food that we can find from the best vendors, and we sell it to the greatest customers, and everything else takes care of itself.
Tony Tocco started Carmela Foods many years ago, delivering product to his clients out of the back of his pickup truck.
You know, starting that small is just never forget who you are. And when I started dealing with the people at the store, I was the salesman, I was the delivery man, I was the accounts receivable person, I was the accounts payable person, and you know that's you learn a tremendous amount when you don't have anybody working for you, and that's how it was for the first few years.
The lessons learned in those early years have helped Carmela become Michigan's premier importer and distributor of specialty foods and fine wines. When Joe Muir Seafood closed its doors in 1998, it was considered by many to be one of the top restaurants in the nation. Today, Joe Muir Seafood is open again and garnering rave reviews. This time, Carmela Specialty Foods and Fine Wines is a large part of their success.
Everything that we do in all of our restaurants, whether it's casual, whether it's fine dining, everything is about points of difference. We always are looking to separate ourselves from the competition. Having the best food is a huge point of difference for us that definitely separates us from our competitors. Carmela Foods is our primary supplier for not only Italian specialties, but for great grocery throughout our company. They always supply those points of difference. I've been with the company for 5 years. We've been sourcing and branding the perfect olive oil for our application. They've come to us with a beautiful artisan handcrafted true bufala mozzarella from Italy that they've brought to us to help us improve and give us another point of difference. We do it with our pastas, we do it with our truffle products. Finding our niche in the market, those are some points of difference that we've identified. Tony Tocco has been great at making relationships with a lot of artisan crafters as far as cheeses and specialty products, and able to bring those back to us. The San Marzano tomatoes that we buy the best sauce-making tomato in the world, and Tony ships container loads over by boat for us so that our sauce is made with the world's best sauce-making tomato.
It's a desire to become the very best that drives the upper echelon of eateries, and the people at Carmela Specialty Foods and Fine Wines strive to make that happen. Serving over 850 customers throughout Michigan, Carmela has become the gold standard of food distributors. Paisano Restaurant in Ann Arbor, Michigan has been a local favorite for many years.
This is a family-owned business, and we like dealing with the families here of Ann Arbor. We've been in business for 27 years, and this community has been very good to us, and I believe that we've been very good to them.
To develop good customer relationships, restaurants must be able to trust in the companies that supply the food and wine products that are served.
I think you want to make sure that you have a consistent product. You want to make sure you have a quality product, and you want to make sure that that person knows who you are and knows what's important to you. If you find that company that shares the same standards, you never want to lose them. Carmela Foods has given us that very thing, and it's consistent, and it's good, and it makes our food that much better and makes us endearing to our customer base. And again, when you have that kind of connection, you don't want to break it.
Forming those connections has been Carmela's main business strategy, not only on the restaurant side of the business, but also when providing goods to specialty stores. Meet Westbourne Market's Mark Annis-Begian.
Westbourne Market's a family-owned and operated store here in the Detroit area. We've been around since 1963, serving the community for almost 48 years, going on our 50th year soon, so we're pretty proud of that. And we're primarily a fruit and vegetable store that have grown into specialty markets over the years. Really enjoy dealing with Carmela. They're a good local company, and they're easy to deal with because they're so local and they're of the size that they can take care of the Michigan market and Westbourne markets in a great fashion.
When it comes to food distribution, there's no larger name than Sysco Corporation. With over $40 billion in annual sales, it's imperative that Sysco chooses its partners carefully. Head Sysco chef Eddie Frizzell.
Partnering with Carmela enabled us to take it to the next level as far as quality. Sysco brand, under Sysco brand, we have pretty much two Italian brands, Suprema and Orizio, which are very high quality. But there's so many other products out there on the quality level that we were looking for. Carmela was just a perfect fit. Their products, we absolutely want to market under that brand and under the Carmela brand because they are so well known under the Italian umbrella.
Carmela Foods has excelled in providing Italian-based foods to their customers, but that accounts for only a small portion of Carmela's business. The majority of product that Carmela distributes is not Italian. Carmela searches the globe to bring the very best quality foods from all over the world to Michigan restaurants and specialty stores. And recently, Carmela Foods has begun to distribute wine as well.
What we did was all the philosophies that made us successful on the specialty food side of it, we carried that over to the wine industry. And we're operating under all the same principles as far as the supplier network goes and dealing with family estate vineyards and our in-stock position on all these great wines and reasonable, fair pricing. And it's become a very successful part of our business and a great addition.
I try to put together a portfolio that appeals to everybody, not just for the economic customer that maybe wants to look at something in the $6 to $7 retail range, but also the range of the $50 to $100 to $200 range too. We have a lot more than Italian wines. We have actually a great portfolio of Spanish wines. We have a great portfolio of French wines. We have some great connections with some great producers out in California, the wines from Austria, the wines from Australia. I have German wines. This really adds to a complete portfolio and also satisfies our customer.
We are not importers, but we know that the people at Carmela, the wine department, knows what we're looking for and brings us those very products that we would be bringing to our own customers if we could. So we have all the faith in the world in their wines. We specialize in their wines here, and we've never been disappointed.
It just makes sense that even though we don't sell wine, we hook them up with Carmela because, especially with all the menus we do a lot of entree wine pairings. Carmela helps us with that in a big way.
Our customers love that truck rolls up and they get all their great cheese and their bread and tomatoes and olive oil and wine and beer.
Carmela Specialty Foods and Fine Wines takes pride in being a family-run company, and every Carmela employee works hard to ensure its success.
Carmela Foods is the perfect size company, that they're big enough to have everything that we want, but yet small enough where they have that attention to detail. You know your drivers, you know the salespeople that are taking your orders, you know the girls that answer the phone in the office. There's such a personal relationship with everybody in the company, from Tony at the top all the way down to the guys that sweep the floor in the warehouse or what have you. I mean, we know their names, they know us, we have personal relationships with them, so that's very important.
Carmela as a company is probably one of the finest I've ever been involved in. Truly the cream of the crop when it comes to dealing with people and dealing with customers.
Certainly with our vendors, as I believe they feel, it's a partnership, and Carmela exemplifies that by what Anthony does with his extended family within Carmela. So they're here when we need them, and they're local enough that they can bring product to us within a phone's call.
My time is best spent when I'm in my kitchen, cooking, overseeing my staff, and taking care of my day-to-day operations. When I have a partner that can help me with my inventory, with my pars, with my stocks, and give me the service that I want, then I'm most effective at doing what I do.
Carmela is a family-run business, and we try and deal with suppliers that are the same as us. Those are the suppliers that we search out. Those are the ones that we really like to represent, are the family-owned, family-run businesses. And on the flip side, our greatest customers are the same way. It's their name is on the building, whether it's Salvaggio or Randazzo or Hillers or Bush's. There might be second generation, third generation, but they're all family-run businesses, and that's what we try and do.
Keeping with family tradition, working hard, and paying attention to detail are just some of the reasons that Carmela's Specialty Foods and Fine Wines is the best in the business.
It's always important in our customer base. Like I said, we got the greatest customers in the state, and our customers, they don't waver on quality. That's our customer base. Quality to them is number one, and that's why they're still here. And the guys who tried to trick the public and put cheaper product out for the same price, they're not here anymore. It's survival of the fittest, and quality will always get you through.
Carmela's Specialty Foods and Fine Wines, when you need the very best.